Welcome, Ellie.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Welcome back to our Wedding Club pod. So everyone knows Ellie. She's been here a few episodes back.
Yeah, can't get rid of me.
But you're just too good. We just had to have you back. Welcome.
You want more goss? We've got, let's
Absolutely.
go.
And this, hair different. It looks like a
is.
whole different.
It's a whole vibe, isn't it? Midlife crisis.
I didn't
I'm not
recognize
sure.
it, but here we are.
Here we are.
It looks great. So this is actually a different style of podcast. So we are trialing something new.
Yep.
Where we discuss all wedding related things rather than just talk about the business, your business and yourself. We kind of know you now.
Yeah.
So it's now just about talking about anything wedding related. And it's like a side quest to our podcast.
Exactly. And maybe trends or what we're seeing at the moment. Bit of a catch-up conversation, I guess. And yeah.
No, I think you're the right person for it.
Yeah.
You're right in the thick of it.
Yes, you too.
You're doing 700 weddings a year, so you know what's going on.
I've seen a few just like yourself. So it's, what's one at the moment that is there a new one that you're seeing at the moment or that you're like, huh? Or is there a reoccurring one that you're like, okay, and it's kind of started to do a snowball effect?
Like a styling one or which part?
Like one for me at the moment would be if you just want to dive right in. I just done a full tangent, haven't I?
Here we go.
Here we go. What's she going to come up with?
Yeah.
What's she going to do? Have you noticed that a lot of couples now don't want to do the signing of the registry? Have you noticed that? Where they just go straight from walking down the aisle straight into
oh no, I haven't.
vows. They do a few speeches from their family or guests in that ceremony now.
Okay.
They miss the signing and then they walk, do the celebration. And then, as guests are coming up and the photographer's getting, everyone organized for family photos because it kind of always takes a hot minute. That's when they're doing the signing.
Right.
Which
so
is kind of
afterwards,
cool.
Not
Yeah.
before the ceremony.
Yeah, no, it's kind of like afterwards. And it either happens while they're about to do family photos or after they've finished it. And it's kind of works beautifully because no one's waiting. I don't know.
The more of the formalities that you can remove from a wedding day, I think the better.
Agreed.
Anywhere where people have to wait or listen to someone speak for too long, it's like, ugh, what a drag.
And that's it. And if something can flow, if the day can flow a lot more smoother and you can get to enjoying the time with your guests and your family, amazing. Really is it necessary to sit down and they're back. They're back.
Boom.
It's his dad. We're just talking about it. They're checking in on us. I better stay on track. Whew.
This will be a hard edit. Lucky I don't do it.
Yes. So sorry. So that's one thing that I've been seeing and it's been reoccurring, which is kind of cool to see. I'm all for, the normal traditional ceremonies. There's nothing wrong with that. But I just think, that actually flows so much more nicely.
Another thing about ceremonies is I really like bubbles.
Bubbles instead of the confetti.
Yeah, so much better.
So much better. Love it.
And I think it's underrated. A lot of brides will be like, "Oh no, it's because everyone does confetti. I need to do confetti and petals." It looks so much better in photos. And now you can go to Kmart and get these $20 machines that just produce bubbles. You don't even have to hold the guns anymore. They've got stands and someone just clicks the button or it's like a remote control thing and they just all switch on at the same time and you just have bubbles everywhere and the couple just walks through them. The guests are in them. What a cool thing. It's really cool.
And no bride or groom is choking on confetti. I've seen that quite a bit. I'm not even joking where they, it's stuck in their airway as they come down and you just don't want to be gagging as you come out. So sorry.
You don't. You definitely don't want to be doing that at the ceremony.
Nope.
No, that's not what we do here at Grower.
No.
And
But I've seen it so that happens, the photographer and videographer, and there's just confetti. And how many times do the beautiful celebrants have to be please don't throw it at their face? Just don't do it.
But then what happens is the auntie who's not listening, she'll come out and right in the aisle, lift her hand up to throw it. And you just see the hand up in the air, the confetti in their face. And it's oh man, and you can't really edit her out because she needs to be in it.
No. I mean, I'm more, even if you could do petals. I like petals, but the confetti, unless it's biodegradable, Is that the word?
We can't have that.
Can't even have it. I don't think you should.
Do you know what the problem with it is? It's like it's biodegradable. That's the marketing thing. But it's like thin paper. It's like thin thing that just dissolves.
Yes.
By the time it dissolves, like if it's on the grass and people are walking on it, it starts dissolving in their shoes. So like you're walking back to canapes or reception, your shoes are just covered in this sticky like paper rice thing.
Yes.
God forbid it starts raining or it's evening, you get a bit of moisture.
Yeah.
For me to vacuum that before the next wedding is impossible. It turns into this gooey.
No, thank you.
It's like, oh no. So we don't allow that. We allow confetti, we allow petals.
Yes.
But when it comes to that stuff, it's like, ooh.
It's just hard to clean up too.
It's awful.
No. Just do bubbles. I'm all for bubbles.
When I see some
And
of the
petals.
photos like in venues where they just chuck this and it's like
The
it's
guns.
just kilograms of it.
Oh
And I'm
my
like,
gosh.
there better be someone with a blower on the other side just raining.
You
Like,
better be back tomorrow and you're sweeping that shit up. Yeah.
By tomorrow, man, that's gonna be gooey. You'll be like scraping it up.
That's so funny. Yeah, I've never really thought about it, but yeah, that would be a nightmare sweeping up. And if it's like wet,
Yeah.
nightmare. No, thank you.
I'm very biased because I'm the one cleaning it.
Well,
Obviously,
of
the
course.
couple
Yeah. I
doesn't
mean,
have
if
to
that was
worry
me,
about
I'd be
it.
like,
They're
absolutely
like,
not.
"Yes."
Absolutely.
There was a groomsman once who's like, we don't allow those poppers of confetti into the marquee, like because it's like plastic confetti, like the shiny little plastic bits,
The shitty stuff.
stars, and I'm like, you can't do that because you can't pick it up and then it blows and then ducks eat it and wallabies.
Animals will die.
It's like,
They will die. I'm not joking.
I'll pick it all up. I'm like, man, if you pick every single one up, all right. He goes in, he does the popper. It goes everywhere.
Oh my God.
And then he's like the whole dinner, he's there like with this little vacuum.
Hands and knees.
I said
Like,
to him, I'm like, don't worry, man. Like, I'll do it at the end of the night. He's like, no, I promised it. And he's sitting there picking one star at a time. I'm like, damn, that wasn't worth it, was it?
commitment.
And I'm like, man, I respect that. Thank you. But let's not do that again.
No. I think, what's the other one? I see a lot of dress changes now. Have you seen that?
As in as a good thing or a bad thing?
I mean, I'm all for a dress change for like, the reception, like fun thing.
I thought that's what you mean.
There's been a couple at the moment that's like 4 or 5. And they're not traditional ones. They're just like, it's too much.
The more you add to the wedding, the harder it is.
Yeah.
That's something you need to think about, I think, as a bride and groom. It's like, if you've got 15 activities planned, it's going to be non-stop. You're not going to have time to relax, to chat to people. You're just doing things.
Just wear one dress, I feel, and then have a backup just in case you get red wine or mud on it. That's fine. And then we'll have a party dress, but you don't even need to. Like, you can just be in the one. I was in the one and it was great. I had mud everywhere. It's all part of it as well, right?
Yeah, by the end of it, the brides do relax.
Yeah.
I know some of them are very tense not to get a stick in it or a mud. By the end of it,
You're just
it's
like
wine. I've got a picture with the bride from a few weeks ago, me and Brad, the caterer.
Yeah.
We walked out and we took a picture with the bride and she just has red wine all through the dress by the end of the
Oh
night.
my goodness.
Yeah.
She's had a good time.
She's got
She's
it all.
had a
Welcome
good time.
to Grower.
That's what I want to see, That's the kind of bride I like.
So those are some of the ceremony things. You know what I hate?
What do you hate?
I hate
Tell me.
I hate sign stands that are not designed properly. You know how many times I will stand there and like pick it back up, whether it's bar signs or table seating charts on the tables or little menus, and they'll put this little flimsy plastic thing on it.
Oh my gosh.
And it's just any wind, anything. It's just a bloop. Oh,
What sound does it make again?
bloop.
And then you have to pick it up.
And I have to, like, before the guests walk in, it's like, oh, well, let's pick you little man back up and just hold on.
Just an extra thing that you would love to do.
And then some of them bring like this thick, proper marble. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, this is what I want. Sturdy.
Let's open the sides up
Yeah.
of the marquee. Let the wind blow.
Yeah.
It's
going to hold. I think that's so true. I think a lot of people like to cheapskate on that and go on Etsy and do
you get it from Etsy.
Go through a company. Just do it properly. Or just ensure that's stuck with super glue or blue tack.
Yeah, there's some sort of a plan B, because otherwise, or you know what, they print out menus on thin paper.
Oh, Oh, yeah.
and it just folds on itself with a bit of moisture during the day. They'll put it on a flimsy wooden little stand, and it's a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I did that for my wedding. And then by the time the guests walk in, it's like this flaccid looking menu, and you have to like, it's like, and it just makes the whole place look a bit cheaper.
Yes.
If you had just a stand or just a slightly thicker piece of paper,
Yes, so true. So true.
as a wedding coordinator person who walks around for the final details, that matters.
That does matter. There's another one that I've seen recently, which is, they're at the reception, normally everyone has a table seating chart. Some people, and it has been reoccurring, so I'm kind of like, okay, they're like, please just choose a seat anywhere you like, or family, friends. Disaster. Absolute disaster, because people
It's just so
fight.
bad.
And there's different family, and yes, we all get along and stuff, but like, just make sure that, I mean, I'm all for it, like ceremony-wise, sure, but like,
There's a balance, there's a balance between being super relaxed
yeah,
versus very, very structured.
yeah.
I think the couples try to be like, well, we're chilled, we're all family, just sit wherever you like.
Like everyone's going to get along.
If you have 100 guests there and you have everyone who's moving to the reception all at the same time,
Yes.
it slows things down. You have to give it an extra 15 minutes.
And then people want to switch, and people do switch, and then you've got cutlery, and then you've got this, and a nightmare.
And a lot of them are waiting. They don't want to sit. They're seeing where everyone else will sit to see, where am I going to go? And which group am I going to sit with? And, is grandma here? That's taken. It's like, it just becomes this.
Some couples are choosing to do their first dance as after their bridal party entrance and doing their first dance straight away. I don't like it, purely based. You need to keep that to get everyone on the dance floor, to give the initiation to
from
start
a musician's
it.
perspective.
It is very difficult.
Okay.
What I love instead is doing the bridal party entrance. One song, I know you and I have talked about this before. One song, please, not 5 million. I'll do it for you if you really want, but please, simple. But then having another song that gets everyone on the dance floor, getting, with the bride and groom, before they all sit down for their entrees or speeches, to get that energy up, and then everyone sits down.
That makes sense.
But keep the first dance to that moment, where you want the formalities to end and then the dance floor to start, because it's very tricky to then go, okay, everyone, we've finished our formalities. Now it's dance time, and everyone's just sitting there, and it's like, I mean, I'm always the person that I'm like, I'll just be on the dance floor anyway, but there's a lot of people that feel really awkward to even get up. And if the bride and groom are up there, most people will then just go outside, and that's really difficult for a musician or DJ or band to really if you've got the first dance and you've got everyone up, then it starts, and it's way more organic than just trying to force people up, if that makes sense.
So you took it from a musician's perspective. I was, the second you asked the question, the second you mentioned the scenario,
Yeah.
I was putting myself in the role of a groom or a bride who has anxiety of waiting.
And they want to get it
for the
over and
dance.
done with.
'Cause
Yes.
that would
I
have
understand
been,
that.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're super anxious about it, it's like, let's just get it done
Yes.
and forget about it.
Yes.
Because we've been practicing for a year. I hate these moves. I don't want to do it again. Let's
Yeah.
just get it done.
Yeah.
And then I can relax and have dinner.
That's actually true. And that's a good perspective to kind of see. I think each can work. I think then if you're not going to do the first dance, then possibly doing like the bride, like everyone on the dance floor, and you get the bride and groom up, and they just start, that kind of way.
Yeah. So
Or
what would you do then? You would then say,
I would actually be like, okay, everyone, we're finished with formalities. It's time to get up and have a boogie. Go fill your drinks up and come meet the bride and groom on the dance floor, and just tell them, all right, we're on the dance floor now, and pick it up from there. And I'd get this, if they've got a sax, maybe sometimes not, but just get a musician out to really get engaged and get everyone on the dance floor. Yeah, that was my musician point of view. It's so good to hear the other side. So always.
advocating for the group. No, there's a thing that the photographers do a lot now, where they get everyone to come onto the dance floor to do a group photo quickly. It's like, okay, table 1, table 2, table 3,
That's
and everyone
cool.
gets moving.
That's a great one
Whether
too,
you do
yeah.
that first,
Yeah.
before the dance floor opens, and then
Yeah.
and then it's like, let's do the photos, and then it's like, oh, while you're here, dancing.
Yeah,
it's like, and then you can't
absolutely.
sit back down.
Yeah. The thing is as well, desserts. How do you feel about desserts?
Like cake or desserts on top of cake?
Do you think it's necessary in these days at the moment? Do you find it quite common now for people still to pick desserts and sit down, or do you find it's a waste?
I don't think we do many weddings where they sit down for dessert. I think that's very like old school,
Old school, right?
like to sit down for dessert specifically, like as a meal.
Yeah. Like everyone, dessert's now being served. It's like,
No,
no one eats it. It's a waste. And then it just sits a beautiful cake or beautiful like desserts on the table. It's just
it's
wastage.
so expensive. 9 out of 10 weddings for us is shared platters. So
Beautiful.
everyone's like sharing food, drinks,
Yes.
everything's at once. There's no
Yes.
entrees. There's no entrees where you're waiting half an hour. Then the main meal comes out. It's like all food all at once.
Done.
Eat, drink.
This is why I love you guys. Like, this is what it's about. It's about sharing, and it's about
it's that vibe, you
Yeah.
know. And it's like we are BYO, so bring good drinks, good wine, have fun, spend a little bit more for that. And then it's like there's no desserts. You cut your cake, and the chef takes it in the kitchen, cuts it up. During dancing, we take the platters of cake out and put it on the bar. So when you're grabbing a drink, you just grab a piece of cake.
amazing. Yes.
You're just having that and a bit of sweet.
A bit of sweet.
But there's no sitting for dessert. That actually sounds very rare for me.
Yeah. It also makes me feel very awkward. I don't know why. When I sit.
I think the days of these formal... Well, no, look, I think there's still space for it. But here, it's very rare for us to do this alternate drop with... No, you can still do it. And we've got caterers that do it very well. But I think shared platters, there's just so much more food and so much more variety. And like you can have brisket or chicken and potatoes and salad and
Yeah.
and there's enough for everyone. There's always leftovers. And it's like you don't have this dried chicken breast wrapped in prosciutto with a bit of asparagus. And it's like,
No, yeah.
and what do you have?
Gonna be
a bit
hungry
of
after
fish?
here.
Oh, steak. And like,
Can I switch my fish for your chicken?
it's like, no. Imagine you're spending this much for a wedding day. And your guests are not happy with, well, not that they're not happy, but not excited.
Yeah.
You know, you should be excited about food. Like food and drink should be exciting.
It should be. And your guests shouldn't go home hungry. I feel like they shouldn't want to do a McDonald's on the way home.
There's so many cool ways you can spice things up. Like we've got a lot of Asians' weddings will have 2-minute noodles. You know, you have tea and coffee table at the end of the night. All the oldies like to go grab yourself a tea, coffee.
Yeah.
2-minute noodles.
That's actually a great idea. I love that.
We actually have a deal with Mittagong Macca's, 200 burgers.
And they come here?
And they come here wearing their McDonald's uniform. In their little McDonald hats. And they have these McDonald bags. And they walk around distributing cheeseburgers.
That is
and it's 10 p.m. So they come at 10 p.m. with 200 burgers, cheeseburgers. And everyone just screams like they've seen a superhero. And it's this 16-year-old from Macca's just sending
For being famous, just
man, and he loves it.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
That's the best idea, seriously. Yeah, what a win. Yeah, that's why you should get married, get married here.
And like it costs you maybe an extra $300, $400.
Yeah.
But
worth it.
the experience is something they will remember. Your guests will remember.
Talking about add-ons are like, I love an add-on. I do. I love a cheeky add-on.
Okay.
In terms of like an add-on for McDonald's, which it might be $300, but how amazing is that?
There's ways you can really spend money that adds to the experience.
Yeah.
And there's really ways you can spend money that really doesn't add any value.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm being very careful to say what doesn't add value because there's, a lot of things, it is a personal choice as well. Some people love sports cars and love, it's not really, maybe it doesn't add value to one person, it will add it to the other person. But I think you have to look at it from a guest perspective as well. It's like, will they care? Will that add to the atmosphere?
That's so true. That is so true because I feel like doing something like that with the cars as well. I love a classic car, like, the classic. But again, it's just looking at your day going, how much is this? Is this going to then take away from adding on something a little bit? You know what I mean? Like you got to weigh up what's the most important to you. Do you want to do the showy thing? Do you not?
It's like, all right, $2,000, $2,000. Okay, let's spend it on that versus a gelato cart that comes out with gelato for 2 hours and serves ice cream while you're dancing, while you're on the dance floor. It's like, which one will add more to the experience?
Totally. You will literally be in that car as well. I'm like, I love cars and I don't want to we have a lot of friends in that business. I get it. But I think that's exactly the way you nailed it because your guests get to experience that part. Yeah. You get to experience the cars. I get that, but I don't know it's your day. You might have to cut
Get
this.
to rev it up, yeah. It's like, geez, where are we going with that? The comments will go wild.
The comments will go wild. That's a big one too. It's like just going, overall, what do you want your day to be about? Is it about, because if you just want it to be about you two, which it is about you two, but you could also just go on a elope. If you want to do something just for you two and you want to experience that like luxury feel, and then you could go to Vegas, you could do whatever, right? But if you have your family and friends and you want to hold a special day for your family and friends with you guys for your special day, get the gelato cart so everyone can enjoy it. Get the cheeseburgers.
What would be your like top 3 to 4 point? Like if you were to create your dream wedding, what would be the 3 to 4 most important things that you would want at your wedding to be like, that's where I'm putting most of my effort in and the rest is extras?
So it would definitely be, well, obviously venue, because like you're holding it, well, that's a no-brainer. Would be music, obviously, because that's super important. But I would be really careful who I would pick and would probably do the add-ons of like the roving violinist, harpist, or saxophonist, like something really special that kind of stands out from the rest.
Yeah.
That can elevate the day. Photographer and videographers. I think for my wedding, I didn't get a videographer and I regret it immensely. Like I really do. And then Flynn and I just got remarried in Vegas. I don't know if you knew that, but in January, I tricked him and it was so much fun.
Is this before your first podcast or after?
After.
Oh, so we didn't even talk about
I
it.
didn't even talk to you about it.
What?
Oh, yeah, do you want me to tell you the story quickly? Just a segue, you know. Went to Vegas with Flynn in January, just asked no kids. Went for 1 week.
How did you do that? No kids.
I know, we're crazy. And they're still little. It was like they're 2 and 5.
Oh, perfect. Sleep them at home.
My parents are amazing, and so
yeah.
was our
Yep.
beautiful babysitter.
How long
who's,
did you go for?
1 week. So we're there for 7 days.
Okay.
But you can do anything without kids on a flight. Like we slept, it was a dream. We got to watch movies.
I took
fly,
mine to Europe,
slept.
or worse they did.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We did Bali not long after, and we're like, even the 5-hour flight, we're like, what are we doing?
That's all I remember from the holidays.
Oh, the flights, you know. We went and it was the greatest time ever. And then I tricked him into marrying me again. So one day I told him to just go gamble for the whole entire day. And I had booked a limo, a suit, a chapel, a photographer, a videographer, all within that one day. Just in the morning, I was like, let's just do this. We're in Vegas anyway. Like, why not? Did it all within 1 hour, booked the whole thing. Had makeup artists, hair artist, you know, everything. Hired the dress, everything. And I was like, boom, 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 boom. Told Flynn to come back up to the hotel room. His suit was all laid up on the bed with like little mini things of shot things. And then said, meet me down in the lobby at like 5 p.m., I think it was. And I had hired this. I was already at the chapel, so he thought he was meeting me downstairs.
You were waiting
downstairs
at the
like
aisle.
this old school limo that was like falling apart. It wasn't classy.
Yeah,
like I was trying to fuck with him
from
a little
the
bit.
70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, what's going on? So he gets in this limo. He thinks he's getting kidnapped. Gets taken to this
Like
chapel.
Scarface.
Arrives in the chapel. He's like in the middle of like the dodgiest part of Vegas, sorry. And there's a 7-foot Elvis who's massive. He's just this massive guy.
Like
he's
a
like,
bloke
I'm going to get
or a
robbed.
statue?
Like literally.
Oh, I like the driveways.
And I have to send you the video. It's hilarious. And then all you can hear is laughing, like pissing himself laughing. I'd hired the wrong suit. Well, they actually gave us the wrong suit. So he looked like he was literally like from Sopranos, Tony from Sopranos.
What color was the suit?
Black. I went with like James Bond, but they gave me like this weird velvet thing that was like
collar.
but 3/4 pants. And the suit was for a really large guy, so it was just swimming on
Should have
wind.
gave it to the driver.
The shoes, he was just like tapping into the chapel.
Oh, wow. Love it. He would have had so
fun.
much fun.
And he just couldn't stop laughing. And then I was just in this tiny white dress with a big bow at the back, full like Elvis Presley's wife, you know,
Yeah.
had the long
Bow.
hair at that
Yeah.
point. So much fun. And then we just went for a boozy dinner. It was just so fun just to get
Oh
him.
my God.
I just love messing with him. Like,
And what happened? They actually give you a marriage certificate?
yeah, we got remarried. Yeah. So wild. So you can do that.
How many years you've been married before this?
We got married in 2018. So to 2026 now. I'm not going to do the math.
Yeah.
You know I'm not good at maths.
6 plus 2. So I do it. It's my math skills.
Yeah, that's your math skills. I'm terrified about school with my little one. I'm like, you're going to know more than me at 5. How does she run a business?
Imagine like our parents when they had to help us with maths. equations. Like imagine us doing it now too.
I know, and not to look at your phone or ChatGPT, you know?
Mate, can you just Google it? like leave me alone. We got married a year after you then, 2019.
Yeah. So we were together when we met when we were 18. We've known each other for a long time. And then he took his sweet ass time to propose.
How long?
8 years or something. So just
Took me 5 years, so
you're nearly there.
So much
quicker. 5 years. Yeah.
well, it takes time.
Does take time. He wanted to make sure that I was the one.
Okay, I think I know now.
It was a lot of fun. So, but yeah, even for like people who are already married, I definitely agree. I would recommend doing it. It was a lot of fun.
Okay.
Still do the big thing, but then go and do your own thing. It's fun.
See, like the best thing about my wedding was just having the people I love in that room.
Yes, so true.
Well, I mean, it's different. See, again, every person is different. So, like, allotments might be something that one person loves and the other would prefer having their family and friends together celebrating. It's the only day in your life where you celebrate love.
It's so true, because the other day is your funeral. And it's really somber to think about that. But if you think about it,
Yeah.
the only 2 times that you have everybody in the room in your life is your wedding day and your funeral, if they're still here on the earth. It's pretty crazy to think about.
A funeral, you're not like
And you're not there.
You're not
Well, you're there, but you're not
joyfully
there.
enjoying yourself. So, like,
Yeah.
wedding is the only time. Because, like, you have a birthday party, but quarter of these people won't be able to fly from overseas for a birthday party. And
For sure.
yeah, so and you give them, a year's notice. So,
Yeah. How do you feel about those surprise weddings? You know, when they've told them that it's a 40th or a 30th or whatever it might be. Have you done many of those where that kind of started to become a little bit of a trend, where it was, I thought we were just going, to their birthday party and then they're getting married?
well, we haven't had any here because it's a wedding venue. So it would be pretty obvious. I think a lot of it would happen like at home. It's like, or like a restaurant. Oh, we're having an engagement party.
Yeah, that is very true.
Because once you put in the address a wedding venue, it makes it pretty sus.
Yeah, because also I think some people like to cull the numbers, so they think that doing that might be a good way. But again, for a venue, it's really hard because you need to know the numbers who are coming and all of that kind of stuff. You need to be pretty prepared.
When it comes to relaxed weddings, a big thing these days is like a cocktail style reception.
Yes.
That's becoming quite popular.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've seen some really good ones and not so good ones. So one of the best weddings I've ever seen was a cocktail style reception.
Okay.
But I think even if it wasn't cocktail style reception, it was seated reception, the guests would have made it exactly the same.
It was just the group of people. It was the energy.
Energetic group of people that no matter where you put them,
Yes.
it just would be a fun wedding.
Yeah.
But given that it was cocktail, it added to it even further. I think you have to be a bit careful with cocktail style weddings, especially. I would look at my list of guests attending, my attendance list, and be like, if 30 to 40% of them are elderly or, relatives that are not big party animals and the energy won't be as high as it should be, a cocktail wedding can backfire.
I agree.
Not everyone is seated.
Yeah. Yeah. They get tired.
They get tired.
And the food is different too. It is. Canapes are different. I'm sure, like at here, sorry, I was going to say there's still that sharing capacity, right, with canapes and stuff. But I feel like if you've got a lot more people in your guests who are older, they tend to get a little bit more crankier because they're not getting the substantial food that they need. And if they like routine. So if their routine's kind of being messed with, they don't really like it.
In the nursing homes.
In the nursing homes, yes.
Where's my puree?
Yeah, where's my puree? Shoot, apple, please. Sorry. Apple.
I think before you go ahead with a cocktail style reception, just have a think about it, because I know that the goal is I just want to have a super relaxed weddings. I just want a wood fire pizza and cocktail where everyone just kind of mingles and that's cool, but it's 5 hours in the reception. And you just had 2 hours of canapes prior. So that's 7 hours plus 1 hour ceremony. So that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
And just think about how that energy will flow throughout the day, whether it's just going to start coming off or whether it's going to keep rising on the dance floor, just kind of goes up. That's kind of quite important to think about. And that's when you really should speak to the professionals. I think speak to the vendors, speak to the musicians, speak to the coordinators, the venue. What are your thoughts on it? What do you think? Do you think this will work? Can give you a pretty good understanding of, look, I'll give you my honest opinion. This is what I think.
Agreed, 100%. And I think sometimes when you're sitting down and you're sharing those beautiful plates as well, there's a lot more room for conversation and a lot more there's a lot more balance throughout the night because people kind of know what's happening. Whereas cocktails, there's not a lot of structure. You're kind of sitting you're mingling around because no one knows really what's going on a lot of the time. And that's okay.
And I think, look, speeches, there's again, balance. You go more than 5 minutes, it starts to drag. But if you go less, a speech can add a lot of beautiful atmosphere and love to the day if it's done properly. Like I've heard some just beautiful speeches.
Yeah.
Where it's just like your heart melts, and whether it's the dad, whether it's the groom to the bride, it really kind of spells out what the day's about, but there is a balance too. I would make it very clear to your guests, you cannot go over 3 to 5 minutes.
Yes. Otherwise it's just lagging.
If you have like 4 or 5 speeches and each one is 10 minutes, there goes your all.
We had one the other day that was Uncle George.
Georgie, he's on it.
Uncle George, bless him. 13-minute speech and then played a video. And then the video that George killed me. Love you, George. Just like
how old was George?
72.
Who was he?
And then he had it on paper and he kept dropping the pieces of paper. So then I stood there and held them together because I was like, I can't. I was emceeing. So I was like, I can't. Respect, George. I really, it was a beautiful speech, but just 20 minutes. Everyone was just, it's enough. You know when your upper lip starts to sweat as a vendor and you're like, yeah, just a little bit.
You know what's a good thing to do, which I've kind of came up with it.
I love this. Let's go.
As a bride, once you add up the costs of your wedding, so the costs of everything, and let's say just for, it says $50,000, and you divide that by the time that you're at the wedding. So for us, it's 8 hours.
Yeah.
How much are you paying per minute or per hour of being there?
That's good.
And it starts to make you think that extra 10 minutes on that speech.
Yeah.
And this is not including the time you've spent planning it. This is just the money you've spent on it. It's like, okay, that will add an extra grand time of this person speaking. Do I prefer that grand to be spent on people on the dance floor and mingling?
Yes, then you can add something, right? Come on.
Is that very too economical to think?
No, I actually love that. And you know what you could do instead of having a lot of people at the moment too, when they've got too many friends getting up and speaking and it's like, no, less is better. Less is better for everybody, including yourselves. Less is better. Even if you just have 2 speeches, great. You don't need to fill the time with speeches, right? You know what you can do? Get those awesome phone recorders. Have you seen them? The phone books?
Audiobooks? Yeah. We've got one. We hired them out.
Amazing. Amazing. Another reason why you should go through you guys, 100%.
Audiobook. Just about the venue. Comes with an audiobook.
Comes with an audiobook. Come on, people.
It's so good.
But it's so good because, and what I love telling people is do one at the beginning and then do one at the end of the night. And it's so funny because then the next day when you're I want to listen to them, you just giggle. You've got them forever. Amazing. The other one is if you wanted to, I know there's wed chats. I know you can get people that come around with a microphone.
Yes.
So fun.
That's so fun.
So fun. And the guests are engaging and I'm really all for that. It's a really fun entertainment for the guests as well. And you can ask a really cool story. And that's where you can get the speeches done, but in that time, in your own time. And it's not taking up your special day.
Exactly. Yeah. And there's a lot of vendors that have this as an optional add-on. I do wedding chats. Yes. It's you pay an extra bit and they walk around with a microphone and
100%.
Everyone can wish them, best wishes.
Absolutely.
At having to make a speech in front of everyone. You know what we've had recently? A guest just decided to do a speech.
Okay, just randomly.
Yeah.
Okay, how did that go?
And it just went for 15 minutes.
Oh, no.
And it was a friend of a dad or something
that
knew the family.
Yeah.
And it's just I just want to say a few words. Man.
Just
and I'm
want to
looking
say
at the time, I'm like, well, there goes
words.
your time for this and that.
Love that. Just want to say a few words. Do you? Let's go.
boom.
Did you kind of like have to tickle him to try and get the microphone back?
I think the MC was like getting closer to him and closer to him
Yeah,
and closer
yeah,
to
yeah.
him and like
Okay,
grab
that's
the
enough.
mic.
When you're trying to like make eye contact, you're like, no, Mom.
Like, we are on a clock. Like, we're pretty chilled when it comes to the timing. Like, as long as the main things are done. Ceremony starts on time, canapes start on time, dinner starts on time. Those are the kind of key times. Everything else falls into place. But when you start to go 15, 20 minutes over with little things that come up, it can then delay the dancing. And
Agreed. And, you know, everyone wants to get up and move and dance and have a good time.
And it's not just dancing, it's mingling.
Mingling. Yeah, you've been sitting down for a while.
A lot of the time for the bride and groom, that is the first time they have to actually catch up with people because they missed the canapes, they were doing photos. They missed the ceremony because they were in the front.
Yeah.
During dinner, they're sitting at the bridal table. Bridal tables, that's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, yeah.
So they're sitting at the bridal table, so they did not catch up with anyone. So it is during dancing that they can come outside and actually chat.
How are you going with the trends of everyone just sitting on long tables, or is everyone still doing the bridal party tables? Like, what are you finding trend-wise?
It's starting to be like a 50-50.
Okay.
I think the bridal table is starting to become more of a traditional thing now. The big bridal parties. I think the bridal parties is another thing.
I know.
It's a very traditional thing. A lot of people want to sit with the guests on a long table because you have guests on the other side. You've got guests beside you. So you can chat to 10 people in that space.
And they can sit with their partners most of the time. Like if their partners are invited, I'm not sure, but like that's, you know.
Exactly. And you can still have the closest people to you, the ones that would have been sitting at the bridal table. But you're chatting, you're not taking 2 hours of the night, speeches and stuff, by sitting by yourself. So, I mean, some people prefer it. They want their own. A lot of people prefer a sweetheart table and just have bride and groom. That's it. And just sit by themselves. And the reason for that is we want our own time. Because we don't get a lot of it. We're either with the photographer or with the guests. And whereas here we can chat and we can have a little snuggle.
A little minute, yeah.
Which I'm like, okay, cool. If that's the reason for doing it.
Do you have the nice big white chairs that you put them in, or do you just like...
The ones you sat in last time? Yeah, peacock chairs.
The peacock chairs.
They're from the musical world. They're from like the 80s music soundtracks.
I love them.
So there's two types of people. Those who love it, those who hate it. And like, we'll be doing a venue tour and you'll have one bride's like, they are the ugliest chairs in the world. And like, they'll be... Out of all things, that's one thing they are not afraid to say. I hate it. It's like,
really?
I hate it. Like everything else, they'll be pretty, like even if you don't like something, you're pretty polite about it. With the chairs, it's like, I hate the, all like, these are the best.
That is so funny.
And it's usually the groom is like, they look like Game of Thrones. Like,
I want to sit in that.
I
want to sit in that.
I want to be the king. You're sitting next to it.
Yeah. That's so true. That's so funny.
Yeah. So two types.
I have not been seeing a lot of bridal party tables. And when I do, I'm like, interesting. But yeah, you're right.
Don't?
I don't see a lot, no.
Oh, okay.
I see a lot more of the long tables where everyone sits together. And I've only seen a couple of ones where they sit by themselves. But yeah, it is more of a traditional thing, I would say. We don't do a lot of traditional weddings, so I feel we do sometimes, but like most of our couples that do come to us, like we cater to everybody, but the couples who get drawn to us, I think more are the more relaxed, long table kind of.
It's not just a traditional wedding, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I was just trying to have my brain was just like.
What about having your friend being an MC at the wedding?
If you have a friend that you think, is quite funny and like, just kind of can read a room and knows how to speak well, sure. But a lot of the time can just really be missed. And sometimes they like the microphone too much and sometimes it just doesn't land very well, especially if you give the MC job to a family member who might be your uncle's best friend who's like 60s, 70s, which happens so often. And it really doesn't sit well in terms of it's not their fault and they're really trying. But there's no energy. They're just trying to do the black and white. There's no laughs. It's very like, stagnant. If that's the word to say, like if that's the case, I would then recommend going with the DJ or the musician who can add on the emceeing for you because we get it. We do it black and white, but there's energy in the room. We know what to say. We know how to run through the day, and we can take that pressure off that family member, I think. And it's a very small add-on for what could make or break that reception part. Don't you feel like emceeing, if you get a bad MC, it can really kerfuffle the night a little bit with how the flow works?
There's a lot of risk.
There's a lot of risk, yeah.
It can go in so many ways. You can have someone who's just, Uncle Bob, who's not as funny as what you think in a living room when he's, hanging out.
Or he's had a few beers and you're like, he'd be great as an MC. And then he gets up there and he's like, ugh. Or I'm now going to introduce the bridal party, and you and I are like, there is no bridal party there at the door. And he starts introducing and you're like, nope, do not do that.
There was a friend only a few weddings ago. He's like, forgot to introduce the bride and the groom. And I'm waiting with the doors and the musician's waiting with the music, and we're waiting. And he's just waiting on the other side of the reception just for them to walk in.
Oh, just not to say anything.
Just not to say anything.
Yeah, okay.
And we're waiting for him to announce them. And he's looking at us and we're looking at him and we're like, just they're about to enter. He's like, yep, go ahead. I'm like, I know. Can you? And I'm standing at the door. He's standing on the other side with the mic. I'm like, come on.
Come on, give me something, man.
I was
going
to scream out. I'm like, introduce them.
Oh, man.
And then they walk in and it's just claps. And he still didn't say anything.
Didn't say anything.
Waited for them to sit down. And it's like, okay, and now time
formalities.
for dinner.
Time for dinner. I'll be back soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Got to get the napkins going,
No.
You like the napkins?
I love it.
I love it. You got to get them.
It's
especially
so
for
good.
the bride and groom.
Oh, man. In
Everyone
video,
napkins,
that would look so cool.
It's so cool.
And the napkins are there. It's not like an extra prop you have to get. It's
you
like
just
you're
get
there.
up and waggle, and it's so cool.
It's so cool, especially if you have this upbeat music playing while you're doing it. Get the front people, because they will be the ones on the video just going nuts.
It just looks so cool for the couple as well, coming through, the energy in the room, you know.
And if you have a good MC, it's like, everyone get up.
Yes.
Napkins in the air. Scream. And it's just this, before you're walking in, you get this 100 people screaming
and
at your names.
You want that energy.
That's so cool.
That is your room,
that
of your
cool.
people. Then they want to show you that love, and it's there. You just need the right person to kind of orchestrate that for you.
So that's the risk. You get someone who doesn't do that, and you're walking in and none of that happens.
And you can't look. They're not professionals. So at the end of the day,
you wouldn't know.
Yeah, and you wouldn't know. And you can't be off them if they don't deliver, because it's not they don't know. They're just trying to do their best. But at the same time, just always, if you can.
The thing is, most of the time, the bride and groom doesn't mind. They know often what they are capable of, the MC, and they don't mind it. Obviously, from our end, because we see so many weddings, it's like, well, you could do it this way, or you can add this to it. You can. For them, they're like, whatever, we just walked in, it's fine.
Totally. But I think that a lot of the couples don't understand the importance of it as well, because how often, if you've got a good MC, that can come up to you and say, okay, am I, to you as a owner, come up and go, am I, how are we looking on the time? Have we put all the food down? Have you cleared the plates? Am I able to start the speeches now? Would you like me to give you 5 or 10 more minutes? Going up to all the speech, the speakers. So might be going up to the parents going, hey, in 5 minutes, you're going to speak. Please ensure you go to the bathroom, get a drink, do what you need to do, but we'll be starting soon. And to have somebody that can actually navigate that to ensure that you've got none of this awkward back and forth, and also time wastage on the run sheet, because that's such a big thing too, I think.
We've seen what it looks like when it happens badly, where the MC is a friend and he says, all right, everyone sit down, food's coming out shortly, enjoy yourselves. And I walk in the kitchen, the chef's like, what? It's in half an hour. I haven't started. I'm going to shove this mic. And because if you're an MC, you have to communicate with the kitchen.
It's
are we ready for food?
Yeah.
How long, chef? Okay, 10 minutes. All right. Food's coming out in 10 minutes. So there is you need to have those, there's no disappointments. The expectations are clear from the guests. Okay, I've got 15 minutes. I can go to the toilet. I can grab a drink. Whereas, food's coming. I better wait. Oh, I'm waiting 20 minutes. There's no food. It's like, oh.
Even with the speeches, if you've got the MC and they're like, oh, you know what? We're just going to do the speeches from the table. And you haven't told the photographer or videographer, so they haven't got their lighting correct.
Yeah.
We're not even ready. They're having their quick vendor meal, quick crew meal, and they've just started the speeches, that kind of stuff. And that's so important. It's I think if you have an MC, you know, you've hired or whatever, it just means that vendor-wise where you can all work together really well, you know?
Agreed.
We could always go on that topic forever, I think.
I've had quite a few pet peeves.
Oh, let's go through it.
Flimsy stands for science. This one's a bit of a controversial one, I think, but it's more from a vendor's perspective.
Okay.
Vendor to vendor. When another vendor goes to the couple if they're unhappy with something that the other vendor should be doing instead of going to the vendor.
Oh, I hate this.
And it's like, man, it's their day. Just come and speak to the vendor. Like, if they're not happy with the photographer or the chef, it's, oh, where's the cake at? You know, it's like, just come and ask us.
We are all working as a team. Don't be
one of those.
It just means that you are not going to be recommended from, you know, we all work as a team, or you just don't have people recommending you. And you can't be also a lone soldier in the wedding community in terms of, you know what I mean? Like, I think it's very high school. I've actually seen quite a bit of that recently with new up and coming people, and a lot of that generation, I think, which we could go on and on and on and on and on and on about. But I think this entitlement of like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm also a little bit too, like, I know what I'm doing. I don't really need to kind of talk to you. I don't need to network. And it's not about that. It's about us working together on someone's special day to ensure that we're all across everything and the egos are set aside. It's not about you. It's about the couple.
Exactly.
You know, I see a lot of them as well taking content for their business. And I go, I get that. And if you've got time to do that, fantastic. But if that's eating into the couple's day, absolutely not. That is not what the couple is paying for. Sorry.
I've seen so many bad things.
Yeah.
Worst one, probably a few weeks ago. Oh, man, this is a bad one.
Oh, no. Tell me.
Man, it was, they did a full branding shoot on the day of the wedding, prior to the wedding beginning.
Okay.
I'm not going to mention type of vendor, what, or, you know, but it wasn't mentioned to us exactly what it was going to be from a venue's perspective, not to the couple. They hired their own photographer and videographer to come out and be there throughout the whole day to record them and their business.
Okay.
Fly drones around. No. On someone's special day.
That is like the biggest no-no.
The couple was not aware that that's what would happen. They're like...
It's making me awkward. See, I want to choke myself.
They communicated it as, we're just going to take a few photos. You know, is it all right if we take some photos for ourselves? Yeah, cool, no worries.
Okay.
Next minute, there's this massive drone in the middle of the reception dinner recording. Like, and it's like, it's unsafe to fly when there's guests all around. They were landing it. And I'm like, what is
going on?
This is someone's wedding.
Yeah.
And I had to speak to them. The couple then wasn't very happy with it. And I'm like, there is a limit and you've crossed it.
You have 100% crossed that.
It was their first wedding and they were trying to get into the wedding industry. And I thought, maybe that will be your last, you know.
That is just a rookie error. And first, also ask permission. And also, if you ask permission,
and technically they did, but the way they communicated, it was very sneaky.
Sneaky.
To us and to the couple, it was like, oh, we'll just take a few photos. Is it all right?
No.
It's like, yeah, cool. Why not?
No. I've had a few musicians like recently too that, look, I'm all for you getting content. I understand that. However, if you're bringing someone onto a wedding or an event, you need to be so upfront with that couple. And the way you say is go, hey, I would love to bring a videographer or photographer on your special day, but we would get extra footage and would send that to you so that you could use that because we're paying for this person. We'll make sure we're not in the way and make sure that we're not eating any of your time, right? Which makes you do extra sets on your breaks, or you do like, so someone's not filming you while you're doing your set where you're entertaining the guests or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I just think you have to be so careful. Like I've seen it so often at the moment with all these new, especially content creators, and they're getting content, but then they've got someone else taking content of them. And it's just like,
yeah.
I get this, guys, but come on.
If you're a vendor,
yeah,
man, it's not your day.
It's not your day. Do that in your own time. Do a mock wedding. Get there early and get things done, but don't do it on their time that they've paid for.
This is a lot of planning, a lot of money spent for them.
Yeah.
Not you.
Yes.
And now we've got these content creators recording vendors. So like it's people capturing the vendors like behind the scenes, and there's meta glasses, there's cameras on top of cameras. Look, if it's not getting in the way, that's cool. Like whatever. Just if this is your BTS, and it helps your branding, and it's just a camera attached to your thing, whatever. But if it's another person recording,
it's interfering someone's day. They don't know who they are. And what if they're dressed inappropriately? Like,
yeah.
Just a bit of a no-no.
And now we've got quite a few, I think, as you mentioned, generational kind of differences in how vendors interact with each other.
Yeah.
Traditionally, I think a few years ago, the main relationship that had to work together between vendors would be a photographer and videographer, because they spend the day together.
Yes.
They work together from makeup session all the way till dancing. So it's sometimes 12 hours together.
Yes.
And that was a relationship that, as a couple, you had to be very careful about. You had to pick two vendors that work together, unless it's like a wife and a husband team, or, that know each other well. But often they don't.
Yeah.
Now you have a content creator coming as well.
An added person.
So you've got 3 people that spend a whole day together.
Yeah.
And that content creator can make a difference. If you're picking someone, and I see countless posts on Facebook, like looking for, even from the content creators, like, I just started a business, I can do a free wedding. I can do your wedding for free to get content.
Yeah.
Having that person at your wedding for free, often if they haven't done anything before,
don't have any experience.
I've seen some situations where it's just they get in the way of the photographer, videographer, or I've seen some really brilliant ones. But just be careful. Like, make sure, just because it's free, you've paid thousands for the professionals, and that can interfere with their work.
Yeah, absolutely.
One thing I've seen is some of the best photographers that I've ever worked with often don't do stage shoots as such. They are there to capture the moments. Their creative side is being able to capture the moments of the day as it unfolds, and it's candid. It's a very candid, but it's like they can actually do it.
Yeah.
And yes, there are a few staged family photos and maybe a bridal party photo, etc. But a lot of the photos are not so. Turn your head 40 degrees and look up and look him straight in the eyes, and now put your hand on his shoulder, and you see the bride and groom just
so awkward. Like, we would never do this in real life.
And it's like, oh, and they're like, and you can just see the bride uncomfortable. Whereas these guys are like, yeah, man, just go for a walk and just look back, and it just comes out. Just
it's natural, and you're gonna love those photos because it looks like you guys. I think that's the whole thing, right? And I think a lot of up-and-coming photographers, videographers, social content people too, it's not and I know they've heard this before too, but I think a lot of the young generation, it's like a show for them, and it's like this is someone's life, special day that they want to remember, and remember it needs to be them, right? It's not to go into Vogue, or, you want to do those shots so they're like this and that, and you're going to make the next Vogue magazine. Yeah, cool, I love that. But also, it doesn't have to be like that. They can actually just be beautiful wedding photos that actually, like, the couple look at the photos and go, oh my goodness, that is so us. And they really captured that beautifully, because it's not all just a wedding shoot of models, and you know what I mean? And sure, there are those, weddings like that. But I think everyone just gets a bit caught up with trying to make it look a certain way.
Always ask yourself, like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Is this for the couple? Is this for the client? If it's not, whether I should be doing it.
Exactly.
But what I was getting at with that story of candid photos and just being in their creative spirit, sometimes I see, and I've seen an example of that, a brand new content creator comes into the mix and all of a sudden takes over the shoot. It's like, okay, guys, now can you put your hand on his shoulder? And a photographer that is elite, like one of the best photographers I know, now is unable to convey his creativity across because he has someone else kind of modeling the shoot and directing it. I think it's important before you book the 2 personalities to be like, what sort of style of shooting are you? Is it going to be just kind of as you go, or is it going to be very styled and very structured and very posy? Or are you just going to kind of be, because my photographer is this?
Yeah. And do you guys know each other? And also asking the videographer or photographer, who do you love working with? Because you can see that through the work. And if they like to work with a certain, vendor, trust that, because it's like with all of us, right? Always listen to your vendors, because we know and we've seen it all. If you just go, you know what, I really want to book these guys because they look really cool and they look really like, sure, but you should always listen to your vendors on who they like and who they would recommend, because we just know how it all runs on the day. I feel like I've e-bashed you again today.
Man, that's pretty lucky we had that coffee. That was a lot. Hopefully we added some value.
Hopefully we did, yeah.
This one was more like, I think, mostly for couples, A lot of our episodes are like specific to vendors and businesses.
Yes.
I think this is something that the couples will benefit from.
100%.
It's the insights of what you know once you do hundreds of these things.
I'm going to play a quick game with you. You ready? All right.
Oh, jeez.
If you had to pick, ready? Violinist or saxophone player? Roaming. Violin?
Yeah.
Epic.
100%. But hold on, which part of the night? Oh, sorry, that was meant to be quick.
I just started this game
Here
in my head and I was like, I have no idea
analysis.
what I do. Yeah. Okay, if you had to pick between a roaming violinist or roaming saxophone player for dinner sets, what would you pick?
Dinner sets? I think saxophone.
Yeah?
Saxophone for dinner set.
Okay.
For ceremony, violin.
Okay, perfect. For the ceremony, would you go string players or acoustic musicians?
Oh, acoustic guitar?
Yeah.
Acoustic guitar, but that's because I love
That's just
guitar.
your
I love
taste.
this since ever.
I love it.
But I love violin. I love that too.
How good is a roaming violinist though?
Oh.
Even in ceremony and then also canapes, dinner, but just keeping it on those small moments.
It's
the best.
You remember it forever.
You do. That is an add-on you should always
But say
do.
like if you want the groom to cry during the walk down into the ceremony, a violin will help with
Yes.
that a lot.
Yes. Even guitarist with the violinist.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Is there can you mix it like that?
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Yeah. And we've got harpists now. Yeah. Harpists, and they're like angelic. They're
Like
beautiful.
the big harp.
I'll have to send you the videos. It's magical. Yeah, with the violinist.
See, that's it. That's
We
like,
should do a shoot here with that, actually. Yeah, we should do that.
like the big harp.
It's like, it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Okay. What about a magician, a walking magician? Sorry.
Does he walk?
Does he have legs?
Does he get carried?
Roaming magician for dinner or roaming violinist? I guess I've already done that. That's boring.
Didn't think that through, did we?
No, we didn't. Let's just end that, I guess.
No, but I want that one because I've got a really strong response to that.
Oh, the roaming magician?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the other thing you can get that people get roaming? Like roaming magician or roaming, some people have dancers. It's a weird thing at the moment. Have you seen that?
What sort of dancing?
Like full dance choreograph things coming through, and it's just like, wow.
Well, we have like traditional things happening.
Okay. A roaming magician going around the tables while dinner's being served, or would you go a roaming sax player?
Definitely magician. And I think no matter what you put as the second option, I'll go with magician.
How cool is it having a magician?
It is the coolest.
And it's so cool because they interact with the guests and everything, and it could just be a small part, but it's great.
$2,000 on cars, $2,000 on magician.
Yeah, literally.
Boom.
Boom.
And this is for canapes and reception.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff they do
is wild.
And I've seen it. Like a lot of people would have seen it on Instagram, what they do, the tricks with the bottle popping from the other side of the room. And the guests are just amazed, and it just lifts up, and they'll walk around to you and do card tricks and things. And the guests are just, they get into it so much.
They do.
I get into it. I'm there waiting for a trick.
It's pure, amazing entertainment. And if you can, you should always add it. It's so good.
Magicians are the best.
Magicians.
They're so cool.
We book those now too.
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
If you want to juggle or be a magician, just let me know.
Yeah, you do training.
Yeah.
Juggling. Do they juggle
Do
during
you
weddings?
juggle? Sure.
They don't juggle during weddings. No, they just do tricks.
They just do tricks. They just do tricks. They're amazing. They do lots of cards, readings, card, everything. A lot of mind tricks, which are crazy, which I'm always like, how did you do that?
Yeah.
How?
Yeah. Have they showed you any tricks? Like, have they showed you how they do them? Like, did they tell
They
you
tell the secrets?
The secrets?
Never
Yeah.
to me.
No.
Do they show you? Some of them have?
One did when I when I said I'll add him to the vendor list.
I love that. That's so good. That's the way
But
you
it was
do
like
it.
a basic trick that
Okay.
probably...
Do you use it now, though?
No, I couldn't do it. I tried it. I'm like, whatever. But at least I know how it works.
Yeah. Is it all mind games? It's most of it. Or they actually magic? Because I just feel like they're magic. I'm like 5. I want to believe in like fairies and
Polar bears are from
Magic
Poland,
for
eh?
me. I'm like, you would definitely magic. They're like,
6 + 2. Okay. It's the summary of this episode.
needs to be the heading. My husband's going to be
won.
so embarrassed with me.
Oh, man. Does he listen? Did he listen to the first one?
He loved it. He was actually because I'm, as you know, quite like my brain's just like everywhere. So he's like, you're not going to be able to sit down and like chat. I'm like, I did. It was really fun.
And it's a little bit, well, not scary, intimidating, just because we don't have a plan. We just kind of go for it.
Yeah.
A lot of the planners, a lot of the type A personalities are like, I can't, like, I need a plan. I can't do this.
I'm type C. You know what type C?
No, I thought there's only 2 types. What are you?
I'm in my own category and I've just started it.
That's why you're back here. That's why you're back.
Yeah, that's why I'm back. Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming in. I
Thanks
gave
for
you
having me.
6 hours notice before this episode.
I'll always be here whenever you need me.
You're local, so this is awesome.
I
This
am. I
is the
just
Southern
come down
Highlands.
here. Southern Highlands. Let's go.
Dun, dun, dun.